It's a little after 4:30 in the morning. I've probably been up for about 2 hours. I tried to lay down around 10. Someone had asked me about a week ago. They said, why don't you use this time to move on from my wife? Because we're separated. Because I'm an abusive person and my kids and her had to move out of state and I can't talk to her for a year. And so my soon-to-be brother-in-law, hopefully, he asked me, he said, why don't you just try and move on? But he didn't ask me because that's what he wanted me to do. He wanted to hear if my reasons were selfish or not. If my reasons seemed pure or if they seemed entangled with my own wants. I want to fight for my marriage because my marriage and my children are my greatest achievements. I found somebody whom I could be myself around, who could be their self around me, and we both loved what we saw from the other person. I feel like that's rare. And I know, and I explained this to him, I said, we almost lost her. I almost lost our baby. And it put things in perspective for me as far as what's important, what you want out of life. When I think about what I want out of the next 10 years of my life, I put it in a different perspective. I think about it like the next 10 years of my life could be my last. My father passed away at 40. I'm 31. The next 10 years of my life, I'd love to be a part of my kids' lives. Love to grow my relationship with my wife. I love being in love. I love being in love with my wife. My wife made me a better person. My children made me a better person. It just didn't do it fast enough for me to realize that I could lose them. So now every day I wake up and I feel like I have no reason to really have opened my eyes. And I'm not the type of person that gets down on themselves, and I usually try and make the best of situations. At least I think. I mean, I've been an asshole, but I would try and make the best of certain situations. And in a situation like this in the past, I would have thought that I could have focused more, done more, accomplished more during the course of my day. I felt like I was, better than other people who have done what I've done. But I'm starting to realize that's not the case. If I want to earn my family, it's going to take hard work. It's going to take time. But in my mind, they're worth it. They're all worth it. It's my wife and sons. I'm afraid every day. Every day that what I've done is cost me them. And I don't want them in the fact that I want them back. I know you can't possess people. You can't keep people. You can keep people happy. You can keep people safe. You can keep people loved. But you can't force anybody to be with you. You can't force anybody to stay around you. I believe when my wife married me, she knew the type of person I was. And that person is capable of change. And I believe if that's what I have to do for my wife, my kids, that I can do that and be victorious. Be the hero of my own story. I just miss them every minute of every fucking day. I wish I could tell them I love them. Wish I could cry with them. What's been on my mind lately is that the baby's probably not even going to remember me. I cut my hair. He hasn't seen me in almost 2 months. He's not even 2 yet. He won't be 2 until June. He may not remember who I am. And I was in that boy's life every single day except for when they went to see to Disney World for a week. And even then I talked to them every day. Played with them, fed them. Don't be like me. Don't be abusive. If you get mad, if you have beef with the world, don't take it out on your family. Go to a gym. Get a punching bag. Listen to music. Whatever you do, don't take it out on the people you love. Because in the end, it's just going to leave you with a lot of pain. Because you're going to realize every single time you got angry with them, you weren't angry with them. You were angry because of your own feelings. I love them all. Always.